Alright, hey everyone, so welcome to a long overdue anime battle that we haven't done in a
So
while.
long.
And me and Shaq here are doing a highly, I bet it's going to be a controversial battle between, who's it going to be, Shaq?
It's gonna be Luffy versus Ichigo.
Alright, we'll see who wins. So with Ichigo versus Luffy, this is gonna be just a plain grassy field like as always, but it's gonna change up like whenever the next anime battle will be because we just had a discussion about that. But it's plain grassy field and the restrictions on this. So with Ichigo, he's gonna be after the Fullbring arc, but we're not gonna mention any powers from the. We're not gonna talk about the Thousand-Year Blood War arc. And then we're going to put Luffy after Punk Hazard, but not before Dressrosa. So
That's because I'm up to it. Yeah, that's probably the reason.
well, that and seeing with Dressrosa, I just want to keep it at Punk Hazard. But how do you think they'll start out first, Shaq?
um, to be honest with you, the way Ichigo and Luffy fight, they want to kind of taunt their enemies in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just want to analyze their opponent for a couple of minutes or something like that. So they're gonna.
Isn't that kind of like more? Isn't that
Yeah,
kind of more?
they're gonna analyze their power before going full out. Like if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's kind of like Ichigo there, but Luffy he usually just goes in like whatever,
Yeah,
like saying like I'm gonna kick someone's ass. Like where is he?
Yeah, but the thing is that Luffy knows, like, I think you probably know that Ichigo is, worthy of opponent. He's not somebody to mess with.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I think for reasonable doubt, I think Luffy and Ichigo would go at it lightly first. That's usually the case, anyways. But what do you think? What do you think is like the first attack they would try to,
Try to
do against?
Well, seeing with Ichigo, he's not in Bankai yet. But Ichigo, he would just try to like use his intense speed to like attack Luffy. But you forgot, Luffy has armored Haki, which basically is kind of like you want to say like stronger than steel or something like that because it's like a hardening of the body. Three Hakis. And with the armored Haki, it would totally like just block the strike down by Ichigo. So
Yeah.
So with that, especially because Luffy, he can do armored Hakis from both of his hands and just like block it like that. And
Yeah, that's true.
from that, he'll just like retrain from that and probably start out with, well, what do you think, a Gum no pistol?
Probably one of the lighter ones. I don't know if he's gonna do like his more unique ones.
Yeah, like Gum pistol or Gum
Yeah.
Stamp, Stomp, something really basic because he doesn't usually go into second gear until when it's
some of the names actually I forgot of the ones that he uses.
Oh,
but I'm pretty sure at this time I have a good feeling that Luffy's probably gonna go somewhere in midair.
Mm-hmm.
At this point. He's one of those what is that? Where he like uses multiple arms. Kind of looks like
you mean a gambling?
Yeah, gambling. Yeah. So he's probably going to use that.
And then Ichigo will probably, Ichigo, he has great speed, but he'll probably like dodge the attack, like right there, and probably get behind him. But then again, Luffy will see him because he has observation Haki. I mean, observation Haki, you can see the whole thing around you, and he'll notice that. So by then, Luffy will just go right there and probably take his armored Haki and try to strike him, and then Ichigo will probably block with his sword. And then that's when Ichigo's going to notice that he's got like some type of power that can like retract his steel sword.
Yeah. So at this point, would you reckon that they would use maybe just a little bit of their power ups.
Yes, they will. That by then Ichigo will go Bankai. Luffy will go second gear. Right here.
Oh my god! See, this is where the controversy begins.
Yes, it
because
does.
this is like the whole controversy is like the speed of Luffy in his second gear versus Ichigo in his Bankai.
And his
a lot of
intense
people
speed.
say that Luffy is really fast with his second gear. I mean, forgot like which battle he had. I think it was in the your favorite arc though when he first used gear second.
Yes.
I mean, like literally so fast. Like I mean,
not to mention
over the series. Like,
and not to mention we're talking about time skip Luffy because he's more in control with his second gear.
Yeah, and just like I'm just like comparing his past second gear versus post time skip second gear, and with that, like in the post time, you like those robots. I forgot what they were called.
The Vegapunk.
Like in the very
no, not Vegapunks. The pacifistas.
Yeah, pacifistas. Like they use similar lightning thing like Kizaru, right? If I'm not wrong. So
yeah.
I mean those are really hard to beat. Now I mean Luffy used second gear, before when he was fighting the pacifistas and he couldn't beat him. But to do that is pretty fast. And Ichigo on his Bankai, he's really fast. I mean he did it with Byakuya, and I think if I'm mistaken that he's as fast or maybe just a little bit faster. Speed of sound.
Yeah, a little bit faster. Like
that is kind of like that's where the controversy is because you just never know because they're two different universes, and it would just make more sense to see them battle like if they were actually there instead of talking about it.
Yeah.
But I think from what we assume, I think Luffy's probably going to have the bigger advantage.
Yeah.
And I know Ryan agrees with me.
Yeah. But let's get getting deep into the battle. So with Ichigo, he would probably go for Getsu no Tensho, as I recall, and possibly
that's one of his most common attacks. I mean, what else can he
it is, especially in Bankai. And with that, Luffy will probably dodge it a little bit more. Kind of like when the I don't know how fast I don't know how fast the Getsu no Tensho will be, but it'll probably be intense. That Luffy will probably get a little bit damage from it because of his observation hockey reacting to it, and then maybe it'll strike him a little bit because
maybe use armored hockey to prevent further damage. You wouldn't say?
Yeah, he could.
Probably.
Yeah, and then Luffy will probably go and charge at Ichigo, and then probably take him with a I wouldn't say a jet gandling because that's one of his strongest attacks to take out an opponent.
Yeah. Or a jet pistol from behind.
Or a jet pistol from behind.
Yeah.
But
or even a cannon or something like that, just something that would kind of get Ichigo from behind because like I said, the whole speed thing, if Luffy is fast as what people say like in, debates or whatever, I mean, if he's able to get behind, then Ichigo probably would have a disadvantage and probably get injured due to that.
Yes, he will. Ichigo will get owned there, but he'll notice that he has some type of expanded power that increases his speed and power. So by then Ichigo will probably go at it more with his speed and probably take him down with more Getsu no Tenshos, and then Luffy would kind of get damaged from that. Don't you think?
Not too much because the more Ichigo will do it, Luffy would probably figure out where to move to quickly, to prevent it. And at this point, Ichigo is probably like, "What? What? I need some other attacks."
So from that, we get with Ichigo going in with his attacks, and then Luffy just keeps on dodging, and then I feel like they're both Luffy would get injured in this battle, but not as well. like you said, not as much, but he would get like some damage because it's Luffy. Because against a tough opponent like Ichigo, he was have some heavily damage, and then by then that's when we're gonna get like third gear from Luffy because that's another ace in the hole there, and probably go with like a.
But lose a little bit of that speed though. But I think the power would. That's where the power.
Yeah, the power will increase, but his speed will just like differ from it. But he'll go with like a gigantic pistol there, and then maybe Ichigo might go with it against Tencho to try to like block it out, and then
Always.
Yeah, like in this bursting like into a collision and then causing like Luffy some damage with his arm there. But then with Ichigo like using his speed to attack him again and probably just like I don't know, like comedy wise, like probably kicking him right in the back and then like sending him flying. Because Ichigo, he's good. Ichigo is good with hand-to-hand combat too, so he'll probably just not use his sword, but maybe use his foot or like use his hands to attack too.
Do you think? I think that maybe at some point, Ichigo will probably try to use his hands because he is quite powerful in his Bankai, and he probably will try to use his hands to probably negate one of the attacks. Don't you think?
Probably. So
he would at least try to stop it, but he would probably get injured either way.
Yeah, he would. So with now we're going into the final conclusions of this. Now this is where it gets really controversial from I bet from the viewers and the subscribers. I'm gonna go with Luffy here because with his speed and in his second gear, and not to mention with his third gear, if you guys remember from the Fishman Island arc when we got that intense attack of his, so Luffy will attack like when Ichigo is when Luffy's probably gonna be in the air like you said in like mid battle, and then with Ichigo on the ground, he'll probably attack with a Gum Elephant Gandling, which is one of his most destructive moves out there, and I don't think Ichigo will probably like even stand a chance with that attack. Like he would try to block with his sword, but it's just going to keep on getting like pummeled up by that attack. And if Ichigo does find a way to move out of the way, then Luffy will just use his like observation hockey just to find him, and then probably use his like intense speed to like just go towards him and probably maybe even hit him with a like what you said, a Red Hawk, like Gum Red Hawk.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So controversially, if I get a lot of hate comments from this, then that's why we just love anime battles. So I'm gonna go with Luffy here for the win. What about you, Shaq?
Same here. I gotta pick Luffy.
See, originally you said Ichigo, but why'd you?
I seemingly like from now that I look at like all the moves, all the events that I saw Luffy go through, and the way his methods of attack are, his powers, his devil fruit helps him a lot. I think in all, Luffy has a kind of like this like that part when they were in that in your favorite arc, I can't remember what the name is. When it was like completely annihilated by that. What's that leopard guy called?
Rob Lucci.
Yeah, Rob Lucci. I mean, he like literally got up after all that damage, and seeing from like this is the post time skip, I think he can handle a lot more pain than Ichigo can, and in that sense, I mean, you can only imagine what his power is at, especially during this period of time. So
especially
with it all said, man, it's got to be
with Dressrosa too, man. That's why I had to cut Dressrosa out of this battle because well, one, you're not caught up with Dressrosa yet, and also from the power, we've seen.
That mean that after Dressrosa arc, Luffy versus Ichigo current, 1,000 years war arc. that would be
That
probably
would
the same result.
well, we could revise that whenever that'll happen. But that's a good time to revisit this battle. But
Yeah.
that'll be for
Maybe
another time.
our opinions would be changed. I mean, since a lot of things happened, a lot of things actually did happen between Ichigo after the Fullbringer, like during.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true.
So it might be a change of matchup, but at this point in time, I'm gonna have to say Luffy, just because he's gone through a lot more and he has just a little bit more of advantage. Like what you were saying, the elephant gun. Come on, I mean, Ichigo, there's no way Ichigo would even probably stand up after that. Like the Red Hawk won't even be necessary at that point.
Yeah, I don't think it would be, but
I hope you guys really like this anime battle. We love to do these. We do these actually really often, but like now it's been kind of hard because we've been just doing a lot of stuff lately. But we will have a lot more to do. So I really hope you guys like this.
And also,
if you have some.
And also, we're going to try to revisit back to Reviewer Zone sometime next week as well.
Definitely. And we like to go through. We do podcasts as well. We just talk about anime related, or it can be anything outside of anime when we talk about stuff, and we do that usually, and do that the other Saturday weekend sometime around there.
Yeah.
But anything from you, Ryan?
That's about it. Except for I feel like we should revisit S-Def versus Sasuke. I do not know what we were on when we said S-Def over Sasuke there, man.
So are you talking about the future Sasuke, like time skip, like again?
Maybe like that. Maybe
all right, we'll see about that, and we'll probably do another. If you have any suggestions for any anime battle? If we haven't seen it, we'll try our best to watch it, whatever, and then we'll do an anime battle.
Yeah.
So leave your suggestion.
Give us
in the comments. And thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe. We'll be doing more of these, and we'll see you guys next time. And remember, love Hestia
and Sugami. Later.